I started because one of my friends, his name is he actually does music now. He called me one day and he was like, yo, I need a favor from you. And I was like, what? He was like, yo, I need you to battle this girl. And I laughed. I'm like, battle? Like, I don't know what battle rap is about. He was like, nah, I just need you to do it. And the girl was Star Smiles. And she was on the radio with my brother B.A.R.S and 2 other people. And they were all like rapping, and then she just kept like messing up, so it made her camp like look a little shaky. So she was like just talking crazy, like, oh, I don't care, like I can rap, fuck out of here, So he was like, I need you to battle her, and I was like, I don't really know how to write for battles or whatever, like I just write to write. So he was like, just try to figure it out. So he was like, I give you 2 weeks. So I was like, all right. So I just started just writing random stuff, just like, but listening to a beat in my head.
Right.
And then we had the battle in a building called the 20, which is 920, where my brother B.A.R.S is from. And it was just like a whole bunch of her people. Streets was there. Magic was there. I don't know if Joe Light was there, but a couple of the dudes from the block came to support, and my brother-in-law came. That was the only person that was with me. And we came, like, I came right from work. And we did the battle in the building. And to this day, like, people look for it and they can't find it. And they'll be like, oh, like, when I speak in interviews and I tell them that my first battle was actually Star Smile, they're like, oh, where's that? And I'll never tell nobody where it's at. So they go searching for it, but they can never find it. But I'm not sure if Light was there, but Streets must have told Joe Light, and then Joe Light is friends with Debo, which is one of the CEOs of Queen of the Ring, and he told him about me. And then I got a phone call, and he was like, yo, I heard you're dope, you know, like, you got a cosign, like, I know Light, and he was like, just come down to one event and see what it's about. So I went down, and I thought it was, like, cool, and I'm like, oh, like, this is cool, like, I think I could do this. And then, like, 2 weeks later, he called me. He was like, I got a battle for you. And then that's how it all started. My first official battle was with Shayna.
Was that something that you wanted to do, or like were you because your plans was, okay, I could try my hand at spitting or whatever.
Right.
Battling was just like a whole new world.
The thing for me is, I think my personality, I just really like being the center of attention. Like, I'm a comedian sometimes, like, I like being like the center of attention. So it was like, oh, people, like, I know I can rap. That's something I know. That's a given. Like, I know that. So it was just like, okay, like, I watched a couple of battles, and then I was like, okay, like, if you know how to rap, it shouldn't be hard for you to battle rap. So it was like, why not? Like, I know I can rap, so let me do it. Like, it shouldn't be that hard, but actually, battle rapping is really hard.
What was your easiest battle, where you thought that it was going to be tough?
My easiest battle, that I thought was going to be tough, I would probably say Matrimony.
Okay.
That was my easiest battle, but it was tough because of everything around it. Like, she became Zip 'em Up, and like, it was basically them putting her and trying to fill my shoes, you know, just so she could be somebody. So it was like, when they brung me to battle, it was like, Matt, you and Matt, and then I didn't understand it, and it was like, you know, she's Zip 'em Up now. So it was like, okay, now I see where this is going. It's like, let me see if they can break me down, or, you know what I'm saying, like, like, okay, well, now Matt is the new female in Zip 'em Up, because there was never another female in Zip 'em Up but me.
And Zip 'em Up is?
Zip 'em Up is Dot Mob. It's like a branch off of Dot Mob.
Okay.
So you got T-Rex and Dot Mob, then you got K-Shine, and his group is Zip 'em Up, and then, like, from you got B.A.R.S and Dot Mob and 20 Gang, and it's like different branches.
Yeah, right.
And Dot Mob. So Zip 'em Up is a branch of Dot Mob, and when I first started battle rapping, I had already met Rex and Shine and everybody that was in Dot Mob prior to me battle rapping, and they didn't even know I battle rap. They didn't even know I really rap, because I would just play around. And then my first battle, they actually came out, and Rex was looking at me and Shine was looking at me like, yo, you rap, like, why you never told us you rapped? And I was like, I don't really tell people I rap. Like, if people see me, they're like, you rap, and then I'll be like, yeah. Like, so they was like, yo, be like, you're more aggressive like Shine, and like me and Shine like really like kicked it off because we're kind of like the same person. Like, we joke around, we laugh and stuff like that. Like, we cut ass. So it was like, you and Shine, like, y'all too level. So be a part of Dot Mob, zip 'em up. So he actually brought me the idea, and I was like, that'd be dope, because in my first battle, I actually yelled zip 'em up, not knowing that it was his thing. You know, so it was like, you already did it, so it's going to look even better because you already did it. Mm-hmm. And now from your first battle, my first battle was like so crazy for me and Shayna Ashley to not be known. It was like these two newcomers and the battle was crazy, so it was like, yeah, like that'll be a good look, like your Dot Mob, zip 'em up. So it was just a lot behind it, and then it was like, okay, Matrimony don't write her stuff, and it was just a whole big thing. So I actually got a phone call from somebody, and they let me hear her bars, and they let me hear a conversation that was actually going on between her and a couple of other people, you know, just structuring her stuff. So it was like, in my head, I'm like, damn. Like, I know I'm better than her, but it was like, for me, it was like, I didn't have to beat Matrimony. I had to beat K-Shine.
Of course. So
it was like, now if I beat Matrimony in my head, I'm not just beating Matrimony, I'm actually beating Shine, and it's like, now I can get that stereotype of me and him writing my bars off of my back. Mm-hmm. So it was like, you don't write my stuff. So now I'm going to show you better than I can tell you. So I think in my head, that was my toughest battle.
Okay. Now, 40 bars, was that your biggest battle?
To the people, I think that would have been my biggest battle. But to me, I didn't really see the logic in it. Like, I think she's talented. Like, she writes in a different manner from other female battle rappers. Like, her stuff is really intricate and precise. Like, to sit down and listen to the way she writes is really, like, you really have to pay attention. Like, every word in her bar has something to do with the word after it. Right. So she's really precise when it comes to writing. But with me, it's more, I did the battle when I knew I shouldn't have did the battle.
Why is that?
Because mentally I wasn't ready for the battle.
So was it based off of the hype?
It was based off of the hype. Like, when she first came in, the first person she came for was me. It was like, I want to battle Phara. So everybody tends to feel like I'm not in people's top 5 because of bars. Like, I'm in people's top 5 because of who I am and like the status that I have. Like, I'm popular, I'm a fan favorite, but people won't say like I'm in people's top 5 because I have bars. So it was like, in order for you to even be somebody without being somebody, you have to go through Phara. Mm-hmm. Like, you can't be a name in female battle rap and not go through Phara. Mm-hmm. Like, it's a given, you know.
And where was that battle conducted? Where was that battle conducted?
That battle was in Brooklyn with Queen of the Ring. Right. And at first I didn't want to take the battle. Like, it took me a while to even say yeah.
Was it once again the hype, or was it because of her, just the fact that she's been creating a mean hype in the game?
When I battled 40, she didn't really have a hype behind her. It was more so what I was gonna do for her. You know, like, battling me was gonna put her somewhere where she wanted to be. So it was more, I guess you would say it was more so the hype is why I took the battle, which I knew I shouldn't have. And it was like, oh, you know, like, one thing about me, I don't like for people to say, oh, Phara's not battling this person because she's scared. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's not never my thing, because win, lose, or draw, at the end of the day, when you talk about battle rap, you're going to talk about Phara. Regardless of what you're going to talk about her, like, my name is always going to be mentioned in female battle rap.
Yeah. You know, either she's part of the drama, like, she brings some type of drama. Right. And clarify it, you know what I mean? Clean it. I mean, if it's...
When they say drama, like me...
Have you heard that, though?
I've heard it. It's either I'm in the middle of drama, who I'm fucking, who's writing for me. Right. What I'm wearing. like where I've been, it's always something, which is why I say I'm always going to be a part of female battle rap. But with me, it's not that I bring drama. Like, I'm not one to sit back and let you talk. Mm-hmm. So if you have something to say and I feel like you contradicting yourself, I'm going to put it out there. Mm-hmm. You know, that's one thing about me. Like, I don't bite my tongue. If I feel something is not cool within female battle rap, I'm going to speak on it. If I feel like you're doing females dirty, I'm going to speak on it, whether you like it or not. Like, if that puts me in a bad position with the COs and Queen of the Ring, then so be it. Like, if you're not going to book me, that's fine. But what you're not going to do is you're not going to make the fans think that it's something when it's really not.
Right, okay.
So that's when it comes like, oh, you know, Phara always stirring up trouble. No, Phara doesn't stir up trouble. What I do is put everything in the forefront. Because when things are not brought into the light, it makes certain female battle rappers look like we're not there, or we're not grinding, or we don't want to be on certain cards. You know what I'm saying? When that's not.
I'm just saying. One of the things that I didn't want to ask, but I'm asking, and people, you know, because I always say, this is my hood. You know what I mean? Right. Everybody know me. I'm from Cyprus. You know what I mean? They know Terrell behind the hood, life, crack, and everything. And somebody asked, wanted to know about, and I don't know what the F is going on. Somebody came around our way, and you were supposed to battle them, and they came to our block and they wanted to fight you. I don't know what's going on.
Wait, somebody wanted to fight?
Yeah, or battle you, and they came to our hood, and
nobody never came to the hood.
Okay, well then that's a clarification.
But as far as fighting, like, you know me very well. Like,
yeah.
I've never been one to back down. I've been fighting since I was a kid. But as far as that, like, I get female battle rappers that want to fight all the time, and I'll do the same thing. I invite you to my block. You know where I'm from, then you might want to think twice about where you coming, but I'm still going. If you about that, like, if you're going to tell me you're going to beat me up, you know what I'm saying? And I go, alright, like, I'm only 5'3". Like, big bitch, little bitch, whatever. Like, if you say you want to fight, I'm going to say, come on. Where you at? I'm going to give you my address. I'm outside. If you don't come, then, you know what I mean? It is what it is. But as far as somebody talking about coming to battle me on my block, I've never heard of it.
Oh, yeah, okay.
I would just, you know, because, you know, when I do interviews, it's always, so where you doing this person? Or was this true? Like, is everything in battle rap true when they say what they say about you? So, you know, I'm just like, okay, cool. I just be having to get that off my chest sometimes.
Yeah, but I know you since you was younger, so, I mean, I know your character, you know what I mean? So that's just who you are. If what I don't know all the other bullshit. Right. You know what I'm saying? I just know. I know Luck. You know what I mean? I know Lucky. You know, I ain't gonna say it, but I know Lucky. You know what I mean? So I know that she's her own character. You know what I'm saying? So exactly. I don't get caught up in none of that bullshit.
And I think and when it comes to female battle rap, I think that's what people are most scared of. Like, when it comes to me, like, I'm just outspoken. Like, nobody's gonna make me. Right. Like, you're not gonna make me. You're not gonna be somebody that be like, oh, well, I don't know who got Phara into that. Like, no, you didn't. Like, I come out, I do what I want. If y'all follow, y'all follow. Like, I'll be having this here today, and I'll be bullheaded tomorrow. And I don't care. It doesn't bother me.
We know that.
You know what I'm saying?
I know that.
Like, I switch up. I set trends. Like, and I can't, like, I'm not gonna change myself because females are intimidated by that or they feel some kind of way. I mean, just step your shit up.
No, truly, I respect. There's an ill and nasty, not even nasty, but just a deranged title behind battle rap. You know what I mean? Being a battle rap artist in general, male or female. And from just looking at a pattern, we've seen that there's a lot of artists in that field that cannot transition into being a full-fledged artist.
Everybody says that when you're a battle rapper, you can't make music. But my thing is, I wasn't a battle rapper before anything. Like, I wrote. I was always a writer. So for me to transition from battle rap, I don't feel like it's a transition because this is what I do.
Yeah, we know that. We know that. A host of individuals may know that or whatever, but I mean, I just hope that you got a strong game. I mean, a game plan in place.
Oh no, I definitely have a game plan. That's why I took certain lanes and changed certain things. As far as I do music, but when you see me, Like, you'll know, like, oh, her hair's green. Like, I bet you she did that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I do my own hair. I sell hair. You know what I'm saying? Like, so it's like, any transition I make is something that I've been doing for a while. You know, so when they say battle rappers can't make music, I'm not one of the battle rappers that can't make music.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not one of the battle rappers that don't have style. Like, I don't need a stylist. I don't need a hairdresser. None of that. Like, I am all of that for myself. I would say to any female battle rapper or battle rapper coming up in general, just remain true to yourself. Like, don't let anybody take you out of character and mold you. Like, when you come into something, know what you want to do and the example you want to set and where you want to go. Because if you let anybody else dictate where you're going, you'll never get to where you want to be. Just remain true to yourself and be who you are outside of battle rap. Y'all already know who it is. It's your girl Phara Funeral, and you're watching Raw Battle Rap Magazine, the #1 source for battle rap.